Hello, everybody. I wanted to get a run where I got about as much use as I could have out of the black bear because I think it's a really cool new pet, and I'm pretty happy with this run. I know that it can be improved. You'll see the team that I end up getting, but I wanted to do something with like Emu Tiger and having Tiger in the second spot so you can get more value out of Tiger, but that didn't end up working. It didn't end up getting a run for that. But anyway, that's not really the main focus here. I'm more just answering a couple of questions that I got on my last video. Because I was asking for Q&A questions on that video, and then there were four of them total. But listen, that's completely fair enough, and I think that's completely fine to make a video out of these questions because even if I don't have, or like I have way more time than I need to answer all of them, I can just talk about the run in the meantime. The first one I got was from Violet Citizen, who is just asking generally my opinions on the future of competitive SAP. Will it maintain add to its player base? Do you see yourself in said player base? Um, and I honestly think that, like, currently there's a lot of uh, I don't know how you call it, but people just kind of assuming the worst and thinking, oh, the SAP scene's gonna die because all of these people are leaving because the current meta isn't good. But, like, I feel like it's just going through the same phase that, like, almost all of these types of games go through, where, like, when there isn't a balance patch for a while, people will have figured out what units are overtuned by then, and then they'll complain about them and say, like, what are we doing here? This isn't good. This needs to be nerfed or whatever. And then they nerf that unit, and then like competitive players will eventually find a different unit that fills that same role. And it's kind of just that cycle. Like I've seen it in Hearthstone as well, where a lot of things will get buffed, nerfed, and like shifted around. And I think the only reason people are more worried about this game is because it takes longer to do that, because it's like a smaller development team. So I don't think it's dead. I don't think it's gonna be dead. I think people are just what is it called when you try and like convince people that everything is doomed? I know there's a word for it, but I can't remember it right now. Anyway, as for whether or not I will be in the competitive scene for long, probably definitely not like as active as I was before. Um, I kind of realized that I just don't have enough of an interest to go for like the top spot. Even even if that's like in just an individual pack, like I want to maybe win a Master of the Dojo or something like that, but that's about it. The last time I tried to do something with Master of the Dojo, I played both Unicorn Pack MOTDs and got high rolled on for like 2 sets in a row when I was right at the end. But like I still want to definitely play it competitively. There's still some stuff I haven't done yet, like gotten a team tour win, which is something I still need to do. Because I think that me and Kai are the only ones who have played every season without winning so far. That's just how it is, I suppose. But yeah, I definitely don't think I'm gonna be like full quitting. At least not yet. And then a couple of like personal questions. Mental Men asks one of my favorite movies. To be honest, I don't really watch enough movies to tell you. Like I've been to the cinema like quite literally once in the last year, and it was to watch I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a movie about a girl who was like sent to a private island or something like that. It's like the typical like rich billionaire hosts parties on Private Island and is also a very bad person. And like I can say that it was a good movie. It was like clearly produced well, but I didn't like it for the fact that like that stuff is so realistic. Like the only somewhat unrealistic element of the movie was like, oh, this guy has a weird like perfume or something that makes people forget everything. But like there's a lot of elements of it that are way too real for me to enjoy the movie. But yeah, I don't really have a good answer to that question, unfortunately. I know that's kind of a cop out, but I just don't watch enough movies to have a definitive favorite. And then Troubadour asks favorite swear word. I don't know if this is because Troubadour like knows. I don't know if Troubadour's even like aware of this. I don't curse. I straight up I don't curse, especially not like on stream or anything like that, because I generally uh I don't know. I mean, I've been told that cursing is wrong as much as other people have, but it's just kind of stuck in my head a lot more. And I don't care if other people curse, because I've come to realize that like you're not going to be able to stop people from doing that ever. I've just never done it. Anyway, look at the sauropod trigger reset shenanigans. We find the black bear finally. And this is the general idea. I want Seagull Mushroom so that I can continually respawn Farmer Crow, give corn cobs to the black bear, and then the black bear can get as many triggers as possible. Like I say, I wanted Emu with this board, but I didn't end up getting that this run. So yeah, like favorite swear... I don't imagine many people have a favorite swear word, to be honest. But me especially, because I don't use them. I don't recognize the power of swearing at people. Also, 1 HP breakpoint, classic. That's Discord. Thank God that didn't show up on OBS. Hey look, the mushroom's here. I should have ordered it differently so that I could get more gold out of sauropod. I should have mushroomed and then bought chocolate and then done more trigger resets. Bad player, etc, etc. And then the only other question I got was from RevGT, who just says, I want to know more about Equi the person. I know you're a big Sap and Tetris player. What else do you enjoy? Thank you for the congratulations, by the way, Rev. It's crazy, like, how quick we got here. And so, yeah, for the people that don't know, I am a pretty big Tetris enthusiast. I play NES Tetris quite a bit. I have a PB of about 950,000. Not bragging at all, by the way. I just really like NES Tetris. But, like, as far as other things go, I play a lot of different, video games. I'm not really one to, like, hate on a specific genre. I generally will be open to, like, all genres of video games. And then also, other than that, I also, like, make music. I'm not very good at it, but I do make it. Because I just find it fun to do so. But yeah, my Steam library is full of a bunch of different games from over the years. I'd say like that's the main thing I do. Escapism, etc, etc. Somehow I haven't played 2006 Prominence Poker though. But I have played a lot of other things. I used to play TF2 way back when. Like even before Even before, like, SAP and stuff, I played TF2. And I was a very big Minecraft kid as well. Anyway, look at this fight. This fight I positioned so we can get as many triggers as possible, and the black bear has eaten 25 foods this turn. So it would theoretically remove 100 health, and that's only at level 1. Unfortunately, that is just all going on to Spinos. But the mushroom saves the fight. Crazy stuff. Yeah, that's kind of all for the questions that I got. I'm happy to just, like, answer other questions, because honestly, I don't know if just having the Q&A is the best way to go about this. Because there are people that'll see this video and then won't see the previous video, and won't have any idea what the hell I'm going on about. So, like, if you have questions, honestly, just put them in the comments, and then I'll just, like, answer them at some point during the video. It won't be, like, the full focus, but I do want to answer more of people's questions. That's, 32 foods. Because I guess what? It started at 2. And the tiger repeats it. And we have all of the seagull triggers. And it doesn't matter in the slightest. It removes 3 health total. But just know that it could have removed like 240 health. Hypothetically. Now at this point I'm just buying all of the foods. I guess what I could also talk about is, like, because I've mentioned I play a lot of video games, but what is my favorite game? Because it's not this. It is the game I put the most time into, for sure. Like, definitely the game I put the most time into. But it's definitely not my favorite game in terms of, like, quality in the time that I, like, played it. For that, it would have to be Rhythm Doctor. I'm a big fan of rhythm games in general, and Rhythm Doctor is, like, as simple as rhythm games could possibly get, and also has, like, a very compelling story and brings together a lot of artists to make a very, like, coherent gameplay experience. It's genuinely, like, I mean, there's also games like Omori which have more of a story focus, but I really like the gameplay of Rhythm Doctor. It's very nice. Anyway, this fight specifically, look at this. Squigging is running, like, full 50-50s, Owl and Trout and Tiger Stego, or something like that. So we're gonna feed 17 foods to the black bear, and it's got Tiger copying it, so it's gonna remove 20 health per. So it's gonna remove 340 health. Every single thing goes down to 1, and it's, like, not even remotely close. There's just too many foods. I'm throwing some foods onto the seagull. I could have just, like, thrown every possible food onto the black bear. But I decided that it was more important to let the seagull survive. Because you saw a fight earlier where if the seagull didn't survive, it wouldn't have mushroom and the entire thing is ruined. Anyway, for the last fight of the game, here's Grounded Sap running Mole Tardigrade, Pelican, Mole pelican tardigrade frigid bird something. This is a very cool team. Unfortunately, though, we have a pretty big black bear. Reduce everything to 1 HP. And we win. So, I mean, it's a somewhat cringe build, but it's definitely not as cringe as, like, typical Leviathan or Bird of Paradise Sauropod or these other, like, defined lines that already exist and have been abused to hell and back. But I think I'm happy with this run. The main reason I was including this run is because I was trying to do a run with Red Dragon where I had Red Dragon Tiger and then I chocolate caked the Red Dragon and onioned the Tiger, and then the Tiger would move back and copy a Manticore. But that didn't even end up working. It's so sad when I realized that like it wasn't helping in the slightest. It was just acting as a regular Manticore, and the Tiger wasn't doing anything. Because I thought I was so damn smart for figuring that out. I was like, it's gonna look so silly to feint a 40-40 Red Dragon to get my Tiger to copy a Manticore, and it just doesn't even do anything. But oh well. I suppose you get this instead, just me completely abusing strong units. But oh well. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.